recession. Okay. Well, it's pretty fair that we've been going on an expansion in most of the world, right? I mean, if you look at a lot of the activities out there, right? Economic activity, very robust, right? Low interest rates, rising prices, rising gas prices, right? All of this stuff here, high inflation, easy access to money, loose loan qualifications, businesses are growing, businesses are hiring, everyone is buying, right? Low capacity, low inventory, everyone's traveling, and lots of consumer confidence. Boom, right? Rocket ship, baby, rocket ship up. But hang on a second here. What do we start seeing here now? Economic activity, well, declining. You tell me in the chat bar, put in rising if you're seeing interest rates rising a little bit. Are they rising? Type in rising or nod your head for me. What about stagnant pricing, right? How about gas prices? Gas prices, are they rising? Type in rising if they're rising, or type in gas. Okay, let me make a quick indicator. 2008, gas prices over $4 a gallon. And after 2008, within 3 months after, everybody, tell me what happened. Put your thumbs like this, thumbs down. What happened? Thumbs down, right? Yeah, we entered in what they said was a recession, as close to a Great Depression as possible. Type in the gas prices where you're at right now. Let's see where the gas prices are now. Good way to put it. Economy shit the bed. Yes. Okay. Then we have low inflation or even deflation, right? We have reduced access to money. Things get tightened down, tight loans, businesses start to struggle. And I'm going to talk about business in a minute. Fewer businesses hiring. I know you're hiring now. People hold on to money, high capacity, high inventory. People reduce travel and very low consumer confidence. Okay. Now, I realize that the pandemic, as scary as it was, made a lot of you wealthier because people still needed your services. Because a lot of people didn't travel. Tell me over the last 2 years, traveled very little, a lot, or incredibly amount. Type in the chat bar. What did you travel? Okay. Okay, very little. Tell me how much money you saved from vacationing less. You didn't go to different weddings. You didn't fly all over the place. How did you save some money? Type in money. Of course you did. So you had money to go buy stuff. In a recession, people have to use their money, which means there's no extra money to be thrown all over the place. Here's how I tell people about my experience in 2008. We did plumbing. And if you had 3 toilet bowls and one broke, guess what they did, Ryan? They put a do not use this toilet on the toilet bowl because they had 2 more toilets because they didn't want to spend the money to fix the toilet. That's my experience. Should you fear that? No, because I'm going to teach you what to do here. I'm going to teach you how to make sure you're mine. The self-fulfilling effect on the economy is normally this, right? So we have this whole bracket, we talked about things. And then the market, the world turns into a state of fear. And as a result, people worry and they wait. And what do you think this cycle is for the world? Do you think this is a growing evolution or a declining? What do you think? Type in the chat bar. It's declining, right? It's declining. The more fear, you want to write this down. The greater the fear, the greater the paralysis. The greater the fear, the greater paralysis. If you don't know what paralysis is, that's when you are literally deer in the headlights, stuck. You're stuck, right? It's like you found out, like when I found out, most people, when they found out they have COVID, they either, I said, okay, well, after I was quarantined in this house, we got my wife in a different home, and all of a sudden I'm sitting there and I go, what are you going to do? Paralysis? I just said, let's experience this thing. And it was, I'll tell you, it was a hell of a ride. I'm sure some put like punch to your body if you felt a little bit of COVID, like physically went through that. I mean, it was 8 days of fever for me. I was fist fighting with that thing, but it was okay. I didn't have fear about it because I trusted my mind, my body, my spirit. I trusted things. So let's write down a note. We will not let fear take control. Okay, write that down. You can write it as I for you. I will not let fear take control. Now, when you look at fear, people don't know the effects of it. Let me share some of the effects of fear that happen during a recession and through situations. First, over here, under wealth and finance, wealth does not grow because the more fear, the less you focus, right? Your career goes at risk. This is what happens, right? Your health is ignored during bad times, right? When recessions come in, stress eating comes in. Is anybody a stress eater? I do that some. Type in stress eater if you do that some. Do you have more fun? No, you have less fun in recreation. You don't feel peace, right? You can't contribute. You're not going out helping people all over the world because you're worried you might not have enough for your world. You get family stress. There's stress in the marriage. You get stagnant, no time to learn, and then you focus on solving problems instead of being present. I watch people when recessions come in, pull back. Any wealthy human on earth, and maybe on Mars or somewhere, will tell you when recessions come in, you do not pull back. You strategically plow forward. Let me say it again. You do not pull back. You strategically go forward. The first thing people did in business when I did, everybody was telling me, pull back on marketing, pull back on marketing. I said, hell no. When the ocean pulled back, I started building buildings into the ocean. I put foundations in. So guess what? When it started the flip economy, who was the number one there? The person who didn't pull back. I doubled down on my training, my learning, my education, my business building, my motivation, my serving people. I smashed forward into it. If that makes sense, can you type in make sense? Because I want to really make sure you hear this. And now we're going to start going into what are the strategies we got to do. I don't want it to be just philosophical, like Confucius. I just come here and big Kung Fu master on the mountain, pulling my long Kung Fu beard. Well, it's not that long. I keep trimming it, but it's gray like it. It's getting there, right? I want to give you strategies. The world is driven by fear. You do not have to buy into this thought pattern like the rest of the world. You don't have to. Start by thinking different, but write this down. Reframe my thoughts. Reframe my thoughts. Okay? So people go like this. Here's what a lot of the world says. They say, there's a terrible recession. You turn and go, I choose growth. I choose growth. Right? Everything is down right now. Ready, Ryan? Wait, there are many sectors of the economy that grow. I don't choose that. It's hard to borrow money. I create creatively access to resources I need. You tell me what side you want to be on. I could lose my job. Wait, there's lots of opportunities for hardworking people. Lots of it, right? I could lose my life savings. Wait a minute. Massive fortunes are created during recessions. Everything is bleak. What? I find inspiration and opportunities daily. You know what you should probably do? You probably should take a picture of this, just cut out the right side and read this every morning when you wake up and every night before you go to bed. What do you think? Right? Okay, a recession is a difficult time. Now is the perfect time to learn and prepare. Right now. I am scared. Wait a second. I am excited. And I don't know what to do. Wait a second. I learned from people who have survived and thrived in every economic situation. That's why you're here, because I want you to have this reality and not this reality. Tell me what your big takeaway is so far since we started. We're 32 minutes in. This thing's going to go like a blur, and I want it to be an incredibly transformational experience for you. Reframe. It's all mindset. It's all mind growth, Kevin. It's all about mind growth. Okay. Mindset means we might be stuck in our ways. Mind growth